the one? Bum, bum, bum. Not that one. Oh God. Not what I wanted to do. Okay, well. It is what it is. Can I get you to close that door? Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can get this figured out. Okay. Hey. Hello. Hello. Howdy. Hello. Happy spring equinox. Astera. Blessed be if you are celebrating. Hello. Look what I made. I wanted to do something that was like very Eastery. Like very Eastery. So I did this. I feel like it's very Eastery. I feel it looks like a little Easter basket. I like it. Traditional design elements, but very much non-traditional colors. But I like it. I think she's different. I don't think I've ever done this color combo before, but I quite like it. I'm quite quite fond of how she turned out. I am still battling it out with this one. Still. It's, I unfortunately ended up losing an entire 36 hours to a migraine. So these two babies are, unfortunately, taking their sweet time getting finished. But, I mean, they're really they're hella detailed, so I guess it's my own damn fault. But that's okay. I want to do a little bit of work on this one today. You had your first day of training. That's right. How was it? How did it go? How did it go today? Yeah?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
For how I snapped at you.
That's okay. Sometimes I snap too.
You snap a lot.
I know.
We snap at each other a lot.
We do. We got to get better at that.
Yeah.
And it'll probably get worse before it gets better, but it will eventually get better.
Yeah.
Okay? I left your vitamins in your little container on your desk, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Love you. Thank you. Okay. we had a big feelings day. Yep. Is Gigi trying to eat the hair elastic now? Yeah, he does that.
It's so cute.
It is very cute.
So this dog is he's actually.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna put these in my shirt
He
now.
looks like that.
Yep. Okay. I think I'm gonna draw a little bit on here while these titty eggs are heating up. Yeah, we had a big feelings day today. We had some trouble with friends. You know how that goes when you're in grade 4 and everybody on the playground has big feelings. Did I forget my beverage? I sure as hell did. My brain feels like it's made of mashed potatoes. Tonight, migraines take away all what little executive functioning I do have. If I get a migraine, that executive function is gone for the next like 3 days. It's like I just have mashed potatoes instead of gray matter. So I'm excited. Oh, yay! That's good. If you go in and you're automatically getting like good vibes and stuff, that's really good news. I can imagine that they're having a lot happening right now, and they're going to need a lot of exuberant and energetic people working for them. Those are my socks. Could you put them in my drawer? And can you bring down my black drink thing?
Oh, the one that I was using my bubble at?
Yeah, can you bring it downstairs to me, please? Thank you. The one that I was drinking? Yes, that's the one. The one that you steal from me all the time. That would be the one. Oh, Ruby. No. I don't have time for your shenanigans right now. If it is not my two-legged children, it's my four-legged children. I survived Saturday. I don't want to say it like that. It sounds like I'm being incredibly ungrateful, and I don't mean to be. But I did have to kind of push myself on Saturday, and I paid for it. Oh my goodness gracious, did I pay for it. But that's okay. We had fun. Fun was had. Fun was had. I cannot... I had to go in under OBS again. So there is so much that I cannot see. Thank you. Okay.
Mom, can you correct me on this? I don't know what this is, but I've seen it on dance moms. And it's like this.
That looks like petit allegro.
What's that mean?
Small jumps. Small quick jumps. So you need to turn out and point your feet, and that's a coupe devant position. Oh, not scrunch, remember? Yeah, don't scrunch. You want to lengthen. Yes, there you go. Okay. I gotta get back to the live now.
Okay.
Very nice though. Good job, good work. About some of the current legislation moving. Yeah. It's really scary seeing some of the legislation moving through the states. Like and just how vague it is. Like, I've seen stuff where, like, Shakespeare companies that do, like, Shakespeare in the Park, they're like, can we, are we gonna get in trouble if we do, like Midsummer Night's Dream, like, and they're having to, like, consult with lawyers to see if it's gonna be okay, if they're gonna be able to do, like, a Midsummer Night's Dream, because, like, tour today in the egg room. That's a little bit of what I just... She wasn't doing tours, but... What? Yes, you can go put it in your closet.
She said yes, it was a hand-me-down from Audrey to me.
We had an absolute fit tonight because some clothing got mixed up and put in the wrong bedroom. There was accusations of stealing, and it was very intense. Very intense. Big feelings all around today. Big feelings all around today. The impromptu ballet lesson at 10 p.m. If she's only receptive and asking questions at 10 p.m., then I guess that's when the then I guess that's when it happens. I find if I need to, like, have any, like, conversations with my kids where it's like, I need to impart some knowledge to you, it's important. If I try doing it at, like, 10 a.m. or, like, 3 p.m. or 7 p.m., I'm just going to get an eye roll, and they're not going to listen. But if it's, like, bedtime, and they're, like, 10, 20 minutes past bedtime, and I'm like, I need to have a serious conversation with you about something, then they're all ears. They're all ears. They can't get enough of it. Suddenly, they want to have a 2-hour conversation. With no problems capturing their attention then. It's also when they, like, I'm sure I'm not the only parent that's found this, like, your kids at bedtime, that's when they start playing together nicely. Like, they can fight like cats and dogs all day, but at bedtime, all of a sudden, they're, like, super nice to each other, and they're just, like, getting along, and it's a little frustrating. But, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. I don't need sleep. Who among us actually needs sleep, right? It's fine, right? It's totally fine. What am I gonna do on here, friends? What am I gonna do on this one? What am I gonna do on this one? That's just it. It's like, it's whatever they can do to stay up later. That's what they're game for. It just, in however they get to stay up later. They don't even care what the conversation's about. That's also usually bedtime. 10 p.m. is also usually the time when my kids are like, oh, do you know what I should do right now? Is, like, thoroughly clean my room. If I'm chatting too much, please tell me to go back to Denmark. Oh my god. What's happening? What's happening? Sarah, what's happening? What's happening? Oh my god. Oh my god. Did something happen today? What happened? What happened? I'm having a brain melting day. Let's make it melt further. Can somebody bring me a scrunchie? Child who just went upstairs is pretending not to hear me. Can you bring me a scrunchie? Thank you. Ask the student to write me a letter of rec for future application for fourth. Ooh. Oh, Sarah. Oh. I once had a parent of a student that I taught dance to write me a letter because I was applying for a scholarship, and I got a letter from her, and I got a letter from my boss at the time, and the letter from the parent made me weep. That was really sweet. Aww. 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 Trying to shoot it up there. That would be highly entertaining. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Wow,
Sorry.
how's your webcam going?
It's working. I got it working finally. See? Look.
Oh, wow. Is this your YouTube?
What
platform?
I'm on YouTube.
All right.
I use a separate streaming platform thing. Well, I use a separate streaming
How's building
thing.
your YouTube coming along?
I mean, I'm on YouTube. I'm doing a live on YouTube, so. Are you supposed to be in bed right now? It's 10 p.m. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? There used to be a commercial that would come on when I was a child.
What?
When I was a kid, there used to be this commercial that would come on at like 10 p.m. at night, and it would just say, "It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?" Because
Why?
Teenage kids like to sneak out of the house.
Sure, let's go with that. Okay, go to bed. Love you both. Bye.
Mom,
What?
Mom, can I
I want to know.
Mom, you're streaming on YouTube, right?
Yes, I'm streaming on YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Yeah.
Hola.
Okay.
Can I read?
Go to bed.
Can I talk to you for a minute, sis?
Nice.
Hi, this is Secret. What? Other one.
Okay, go.
What about me? I'm younger.
Yes, they're saying hi. Yes. Good. They're saying good night, egglets. That means go to bed. Go, both of you, go to bed.
No, I want to know. Even.
Oh my gosh, your chair's acting so good.
What? Sierra, you're bang on, but I didn't say that.
Why? Okay, wait.
Because parents
Sierra.
didn't watch their kids when mom was a kid. Parents weren't as...
Okay.
Do you remember how I told you, like, I used to get on my bike at,
Yeah.
like, 7 a.m. on Saturday and come home, like...
Make sure your kids aren't dead.
Yeah. Sometimes parents need reminding to check on where all their children are.
Hi, little ones.
Okay,
Hi.
go to bed.
Good
Go to
night,
bed.
small ones.
Go to bed. Go to
Good
bed.
night.
Go to bed. Go up the stairs. Upstairs. Eva, go up the stairs. Let the dog and the cat sort themselves out. It'll be fine. Just go upstairs. Oh my god. Why are you back downstairs? Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Yes, go upstairs. She's upstairs. Go follow her upstairs. You said you wanted to talk to Audrey. Oh my god. Jesus. Mary Josephine. So back to my brain being mush. I have no idea why. Everybody hydrate. You know what? That's a great... Everybody hydrate. Hydrate. Take your meds. What else have you forgotten to do today? Does everyone know where their children are? If so, you're good. Tell them the cat rake lady will off their dreams or something. Oh, my dog and my cat. If you hear a fight amongst animals, it's just my dog and my cat doing their nightly WWE smackdown. Our cat bullies the older dog at night when we're all asleep. That is funny. My kids are hilarious, especially at 10 p.m. when they need to be in bed and I'm about to lose my mind because I've been having to, like, keep myself in check all day and be a functional adult human being, and then by, like, 8 p.m. I'm just a mess. My children are safely ensconced in Mulberries. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure why I decided to release mine out into the world, but there they be. For better or for worse. I think it's for better. I'm pretty sure it's for better. You know what? We'll see. We'll see. Who am I to make that call? Okay, let's put... Interesting. Let's put some ink on this one for a minute. So, oh, did everybody see? Sarah, you came late. Did everybody see? This is my little It's Spring. And I wanted to do something very... just look like an entire Easter bonnet as an egg. So I made that. That's what I went with. Avoids the dogs all day, but at night she is taken to chasing the big dog and smacking her. Oh, that's funny. One of mine is tucked into my arm, so I do at least know where he is. Aww. You saw it on IG? Yeah. I posted it on TikTok as well, but I am so shadow banned. Which might not even matter because, Taylor, thank you. Sierra, thank you. What's the word on the TikToks in the States? What's happening there? I'm feeling really bad for all the people I know that, like, they're in the US and their TikTok is their like their big platform. I feel like really bad for people. And also the whole thing, it just seems really sus. The whole thing just seems really sus. I'm seeing a lot of discussion around this is being very much pushed by Meta to ban TikTok in the States, but I don't know. I haven't looked into the ins and outs of that, so I have no idea if that's legit or not. I haven't been on TikTok. Yeah, we don't have to talk about it. Yeah, I mean, like, it's one of those things, like, I feel bad. Like, obviously, I think most of my following on TikTok is people from the US, so obviously I'm assuming I will, because I'm in Canada, I'm assuming I'll, like, still have an account. It'll just be, like, I'll just lose most of my following or subscribers or whatever. I can't even remember what it is on there. But, yeah, like, there's people that, like, make their whole, yeah, right? The whole US is sus. I mean, we're not far behind, honestly. I can't criticize any country for doing anything, because sometimes my country, especially where I live in Alberta, there's some things going on that I'm just like, what's that about? Yeah, that's what I saw, is that Meta has, I don't want to say paid off the government, but apparently Meta is really pushing for this. Is what I have seen being said about it. But again, I haven't really looked into anything, so I don't want to... I'm like, I don't want to, push conspiracy theories as I'm, like, pushing a conspiracy theory, but I don't know. I don't trust Mark Zuckerberg as far as I can throw him. It sounds like something he would absolutely do. He's definitely done some sus stuff before and gotten away with some weird stuff, so. But I do feel bad because there's a lot of creators I know that have put all their eggs into the TikTok's basket over the last couple years, and that would suck to lose that in a moment. I guess it's kind of, maybe the nice thing about I've never made any money from TikTok, so I shouldn't say I've never made any money, but I've in my entire time on TikTok, I've probably made maybe $150 in like 3 years. Something like that. Yeah, about that. So I guess if there's a good part about not being able to monetize anything on TikTok is that there's no income from there that I depend on, so all their eggs in one basket. We do know how much I love a pun. But yeah, I do feel bad for people that have built up a whole platform on there, and now it might all get taken away, which would suck. But is Dad looking for it right now?
Well, I need it for my meditation.
If you go into my closet where my pants are folded, on the top of that shelf, it's on the top shelf under a pair of pants. Okay? You're welcome. I'm gonna have to find a new hiding spot for that iPad now. Dang it. She's gotta listen to her salon serendipity midnight sleepcast, whatever. She won't be able to fall asleep. Haven't had dinner, guys, in a hot minute. It was lovely. You made homemade rolls? Ooh. You like this little adjustment? This one? On here? This guy? Which little adjustment are we talking about? I feel like I've made lots of little adjustments recently, and just in general. Rolls, homemade rolls. Oh my god. Homemade bread, just in general. The best thing ever. Trying to use up some of my colored waxes. I tend to just always go for black because it shows up the best. So I'm kind of mixing my colored waxes together with the black to try to use them up. I don't want them to go to waste. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of dig it. It's something new. It's something new. Why not? Why not? In my closet.
Oh, I look for your drawings.
Why would you look through my drawers if I said my closet? If she found my chocolate stash, I'm gonna be pissed. I was hiding the good chocolate from her. because I don't want to share it with my children because they do not appreciate good chocolate. I hide good chocolate from my children and I refuse to feel bad about it. I actually have psyllium husk. I have psyllium husk in my house. Dunks them in melted butter. That sounds amazing. I have psyllium husk in my house. I just haven't had a chance to I haven't had a chance to bake any. I crawled in my bed on Saturday night after we got home from Cowtown and stayed there until this morning. Lost a whole goddamn day to a migraine, which really sucks. I have about 70,000 things to do right now, and none of them are getting done, but, well, that's pretty par for the course around here, it feels like. Do you know what? Earth Balance makes a butter that's not bad. It's honestly not bad. Like, as far as the butter substitutes go, it was not terrible. We survived. It went really good. It was a lot. It was a lot. I had to push myself to get through the day, so I paid for lots going on and no breaks. And I've been really relying on my weekends to get myself caught up lately. And when I say caught up, I mean not even caught up. I mean just not drowning completely. And so usually when I have some like chance to rest, that's when I had to get amped up and drive a carload of women to Calgary. But it was definitely worth it to go. It was just oh no. You can't see the live, but you can see the chat. Did you try? Did you try just like closing out the app completely and coming back? Maybe. So It was really good. It was really good. The ballet was beautiful. The principal dancer they have, she was amazing. Well, one of their principals, she was amazing. The roll recipe is in the Discord. I'm really excited. I want to go check that out. I want to go see if I can use that psyllium husk and make a version of it. But yeah, no, it was good. It was chronic illness, peeps. You know, when you can start feeling everything going downhill, sliding downhill, and you know you need to rest or you're gonna crash. And that's where I was on Friday, the day of 1,000 appointments, and I knew I needed to rest, but I could not, and so I pushed, and then I paid for it. So, trying to be patient with my body, and it's frustrating because I'm just used to being. It's hard when you're used to being able to. When you've always been that person that's like worked 1,000 jobs and you've just always been able to just go and push. Then all of a sudden you can't. It's very frustrating. Learning patience with yourself and your body. When you develop a chronic illness is really, really frustrating. So, it is what it is. Typing, so it sounds like Mom talking rather than a recipe. Oh, I feel like that's the kind of recipes I give out. I'm like, I don't really have recipes. I have methods, but I don't have recipes. You know what? That's a whole 3 essays that are graded that weren't graded yesterday. That's a whole 3 that were not graded yesterday. Oh no, I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry you had to restart your phone in order to get it to work. I just about had to restart my computer tonight because OBS wasn't working. And for whatever reason, YouTube is still not recognizing my webcam, even though it did that first time. But whatever, that's fine. It's not at all frustrating. It's fine. So I hope everybody is enjoying their first day of spring. We're still going to be covered in snow for the next 2 months, so happy for you. Thoughts on a cactus attached to a teething ring? I mean, if it's a crochet, as long as it's a crocheted one, go for it. I think that's super cute. Teething was the bane of my existence, so I always felt like I just had my kids figured out, and we finally had a sleep schedule figured out, and we finally had a feeding schedule figured out, and everything was good. And then they'd pop another tooth. And then everything would be chaos. Super fun times. Super fun times. Yeah, that happened to me every single time. Every time things started to settle down, that's when it was like, oh, and I feel like it's never changed. Like, as soon as I get everything settled, that's when my kids hit a growth spurt. Or as soon as we get we get everything at, elementary school figured out. Well, now we're on to junior high. As soon as we get this and this figured out, well, now we're starting, puberty. And it's just like, no matter what, it's just, it's a constant state of feeling like, oh, I got everything figured out. Okay, I got a handle on things. We're good. And you go, and you feel like that for a minute. And then everything goes into chaos again. Placement of symmetry. Or, okay, we're talking about the rattle. I was like, how is that gonna look like an eggplant? But then I realized we're talking about the rattle. Gotcha, gotcha. I mean, this could look like something else, but not an eggplant. You've a challenge for me. Pray tell. What is it? What is it? Pray tell. What terrible idea are you going to put in my brain at 10 o'clock at night on a Monday that I don't need, but I'm going to enjoy? Making my sister an emu egg for her birthday in May. I'll race you. Oh no. Oh no. Have you figured out what we need to etch it with yet? Have you I haven't figured that out yet. Have you figured it out? Have you figured? Is it just vinegar? I don't think it's vinegar. I think I need something more than vinegar, yeah? Or is it just vinegar? Or do I just leave it for a hella long time? It is a terrible great idea, but that might mean I will get an emu egg done, is the thing. The great Albertan, the great California Albertan emu war of 2023. Acid magic or just HC. Oh, vinegar works, but very slowly. What's acid magic? That sounds like that doesn't sound like a craft supply, I'm gonna be honest. Videos I've been watching. Layer of wax, 3 days in vinegar, layer of wax. Oh, 3 days? What is acid magic? What is this acid magic you speak of? Now I'm intrigued. What is this acid magic? Everybody hydrate. 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 Press your shoulders down. They don't belong up by your ears. Press them down. Take a deep breath. Muriatic acid. Where do I get it? Where do I get it? Is this one of those things where I need to go to the hardware store and buy acid magic and like gloves and a rope and a shovel and just see if anybody says anything? Is it one of those things? Sounds like that electric marching band I saw in Denver. Acid Magic. Do you know what? That's a great band name. And plastic tubs. I have a big plastic popcorn bowl. I have another like dish pan bin from the dollar store. Those would work. Those would work great. All right, acid magic. There's some safety stuff I'm going to need to be aware of to do this, aren't I? Like, this isn't going to be, like, I can't just do my regular chaos crafting, can I? I actually have to be, like, legitimately careful, right? Like, I can't just do my, like, E6000 no gloves. Woohoo! Tormenting Sarah. Woohoo! No gloves. Like, I'm not going to be able to do that this time, am I? I'm going to have to, like, actually be an adult about this. One a couple, one to etch, and one for neutralizer, maybe third of just water. Oh my god. Will you send me the video where they talk about this? No, don't chaos craft. Hydrochloric acid. How can I safely do chaos crafting with hydrochloric acid? Is my question. How can I be me and use everything safely? How am I going to do that? This is the question. If I can be an adult about it, you can't too. You're correct. But also I want to rebel right now at this moment. We don't have the works up here. We don't have it up here. I can't get it up here. You can get HCl at the pet store. Why do they have it at the pet store? That feels like overkill. pH down. It's for aquariums. Oh. Yeah, I tried to get the works when I did Big Mama a couple summers ago, but I shortly thereafter discovered we don't have it up in Canada land. I can't find it here either. Okay, maybe it's one of those things that's only available in like Midwest United States. And that's it. They're like, no, the rest of you, you're not responsible enough. But whatever your toilet bowl cleaner was will work. I don't feel like my toilet bowl cleaner worked that well. $15 to 30%. When in May? When in May does this need to be ready by? Are we talking the beginning of May? Are we talking the end of May? What are we talking? What are we talking? What is our timeline for this challenge? Because it is a terrible, great idea. Which means I have to do it. Because terrible, great ideas are sort of how I operate. Honestly, I feel like my whole life is just a series of terrible, great ideas. May 15th, okay. Middle of May. It's sulfuric acid. Okay, I won't go to the pet store then. I will not go to the pet store. We'll go to the hardware store. Can I vote a reveal for my birthday. When's your birthday? What day is your birthday? Then another ostrich to make for Father's Day or your dad's birthday? I'm sending you videos in no particular order, by the way. It's all right. I thought I was being so clever. You are very clever. Hannah, you're very clever. You're very clever. It's 9.3% of your current. May 17th. Okay. Middle of May. Oh man. Oh, there's my phone dinging with videos from Sarah. Sierra's like, Hannah, thank you for clarifying, so I didn't have to Google this at 2 a.m. when I couldn't stand it any longer and couldn't stop thinking about it. Now she doesn't have to Google it at 2 a.m. I'm gonna hope my dog is chewing on an elk antler and not something she shouldn't be. I could check. Or I could just sit here and continue to egg and just hope for the best, which is probably what I'm gonna do. A tactic which has definitely backfired on me before many times, but why change now? Sometimes I'm better at the creative part of creative problem solving. Googling wool sulfuric acid itch and hemorrhage. Sierra, if you find anything good, let me know, please. If you find anything good, let me know. Oh, I love this. I love this. I have videos to watch now. I'm gonna have a little proud mom moment right now, if you will permit me. My oldest has been going back and forth with her confidence. We've been talking a lot how sometimes, you know, that week before your cycle starts can be a little bit of a doozy. And you kind of have to not believe any of the lies your brain's telling you that week. And she came in today, was super excited when she climbed in the van after dance. She gets a little feature part at the end of her ballet dance, and she's really proud of herself, and she's really excited, and it was a big confidence boost for her, so I'm very proud of her and very excited. Boopy! I didn't realize you got here. Hello. Ooh, I'm glad you didn't get into a pileup today. Oh my goodness. That's scary. I've been there. I'm glad you did not get into a pileup. That is no bueno. Okay, what are you chewing on, dog? Ruby, what are you chewing on, baby? Oh, she's just got her. I think it's an elk antler. I think she's good. That's scary. I hate those days where your adrenaline, you just about get into an accident and then your adrenaline's like rushing through your body and it will not stop. I'm sorry that happened to you. That's scary. I'm glad everything's okay. Well, I mean, I should say for you it's okay. Is everybody else in the pileup okay, or is it not a good situation? How many eggs do you need to sell to pay for Iggy's summer ballet school? I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to talk about it. And also I'm gonna do as many as I can to put them up before Easter, and then I'm probably gonna do another round. I'm gonna try to do as many. I'm just gonna keep plunking away and try to get as many as I can up before Easter, and then as many as I can up before Orthodox Easter. And yeah, I'm like, yeah. And then, yeah, I guess we'll see. No worries, no worries, no worries. I like it when my phone gets blown up with videos. That's exciting. My kid does it often. She blew up my phone yesterday with it's like she found a YouTuber that she really likes from Australia, and they do lots of skits like you know, weird kids you find riding the bus in middle school, and like just things like that, like every middle school PowerPoint presentation, and it's cute. They're funny. She gives me like detailed analysis of like, so this is exactly like this kid in school, and he's just insecure because he hasn't hit puberty yet, but he's gotta cover it up with this alpha male persona, even though we all know he's just insecure about his height. And I'm just like, oh God. Like, stop psychoanalyzing your classmates and pay attention in class, babe. Anyways. Didn't happen. I'm sure all of us were. Oh, so it was one of those things where it was like, it almost happened, and then, oh, that's scary. I threw up after I got to work. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, sorry, Sarah, to answer your question, you can absolutely buy as many as you want. As many as you want. It is kind of giving fishnets. I haven't done one like this before. It's a little fishnetty. It's a little fishnetty. Have a good sleep, Emma. Have a good... Technically, your first day was today, but like tomorrow you get to jump in the deep end. So get a good night's sleep. I hope it goes really well. Rita, hi! I'm sorry to hear you ended up at a merge the other night. I'm so sorry. I hope your weekend got better. That sucks. That sucks. Midwestern's worried about all you snow people. Aw. I hope your weekend improved after that. That sounds like you guys had a rough weekend. Sarah, I love that you refer to us as the snow people. Rocky Horror egg and fishnets. That would be fun. That would be a fun Halloween one. That would be quite a fun Halloween one. Like a whole series of Rocky Horror eggs during Halloween. God, what's gonna happen? Some of these places that do like the Rocky Horror, like come dressed up as your favorite Rocky Horror character, like showings every year. Like, what's gonna... Sorry, I keep thinking about all this legislate, like all this all the laws and stuff that the bills they're trying to get passed and everything, like that's happening in the States right now. Like, I just, oh, there is... I think people forget that there's going to be consequences. Like how in a lot of predominantly red states, they're having a massive shortage of OBGYNs, like that. Like, there's always, right? Like, there's always repercussions. And I just feel like people aren't thinking through. They're not thinking things through. Oh. Oh, Rita, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you got the schmovid. Ugh. Snow people. They can sue the state for loss of income. I hope they do. And I hope they do. I speak fluent Latin. I would expect nothing less, dear Sarah. I would expect nothing less. Her parents were disconnected to her life, and she was trying to get attention to fill a void, even if it was bad. Yeah. The theater could if they could afford it. Well, that's just it, right? It's paying the lawyer fees. Suing people be expensive. You think it's gonna, you think you're gonna get all this money, and then you're like, oh wait, it costs money to sue people. What else? Oh yeah, I was gonna do something here. What was I gonna do? Brain? Come on. What were you gonna do? Come on, brain. Come on, brain. Start braining. What was it? Dang it. Don't mind me while I just have a small nervous breakdown over not being able to remember absolutely anything. You guys, my memory used to be solid. Before I had kids, man, solid. It was solid. Your dear Egglet is going to have these notes on people for decades. You have no idea. She came home. There's one classmate. She's like, Mom, I'm really concerned. She's the oldest of 3 siblings. She's pretty sure that she is part of the Alphabet Mafia, which is one of those families where if you are part of the Alphabet Mafia, you get disowned. So she's really concerned about her. It's just like, I feel like it's really obvious that she gets no attention at home. I feel like her parents had too many kids. I think her mom's just stressed out. She's not able to provide the attention that she needs. And I'm just like, this is none of your business, girl. Just be a good friend, be supportive. That's all you can do. It's going to take a civil suit that gets taken to the Supreme Court. We just need a new Supreme Court. Yeah. You guys do. Limits, term limits. Man, term limits need to be a thing. Holy cow. Oh. We got a middle schooler who's spiraling. We got a spiraling middle schooler. Sarah, now you're just showing off. You're just showing off. Listening to other people have the same conversations with their own brain that I have with mine is such a relief. Yeah, like I feel like in my mid-20s, my memory was astounding. And something happened after I hit 35. It was just like my body was like, brain cells? Pfft, you don't need these anymore. And gone. Just gone. Anyways. Because they're tight. Yeah. Well, I'm sure she could be. She'd also be a hell of a lawyer, let me tell you. My little Libra? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the same child that, like, decided she was going to wear her Doc Martens every day of junior high because they made her a bit taller, and she wanted to, like, have a good few years where she's taller than all of the boys so she can establish dominance, so by the time that she gets to high school, they'll all already be scared of her. Like, this kid plays the long game. She's only 11, but she's playing the long game. I have There's been so many times I have tried to pronounce your favorite German word, and I'm not getting roped in this time. Speaking of Congress. Oh. Oh my. Yeah, you guys have 0 term limits on Congress, and it's wild. I don't even know if we have them here in Canada, so I can't even... We don't have like a Supreme Court per se, but we have Queen's Court bench. Well, I guess we have kind of like a Supreme... you know what? I should make sure I know what I'm talking about before I go running my mouth. She should go into law. Yeah, she plays the long game. She is a Libra. She is represented by the scales, and my God, is she ever a Libra. I can tell you this time. God. Oh, so I need something on here, but I don't. Okay, let's go. You know what? We're gonna go to Zoya. We're gonna consult with the masters. We're gonna consult with the masters. We're gonna go to Zoya because I need it. Because I need it. So we're gonna... There's a thing I have in my head. I just don't know how to make it be out of my head and onto the egg. I might have to leave. My kid might be having a complete breakdown right now. I might have to leave for a few minutes. I'm trying not to like rush in all the time immediately. I'm trying to give space to let her learn some stuff on her own, but it's a balance because sometimes if I wait too long, then stuff escalates and then it's too much and it's like, the balance. No, none of these are giving me what I need. None of these are giving me what I need. One of these years I gotta mess around and do some of these like old school ones, you know? Like the old school. The lag for video tonight is significant. You've sent me on the same thing. I changed the settings because there was supposed to be less of a lag, but maybe they're fat liars and it's created more of a lag than normal. What am I looking for? Look at how pretty these are, you guys. I should do some 2-color eggs just for fun. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. This is 2 coats of Gold Play Button, followed by 1 coat of Play Rosé, followed by 1 coat of Gold Flake Taco. Because I don't know why, that's what I felt like doing. But I like it. I feel like it's gold, but it's not too gold. But it's not pinky. It's definitely gold, but it's not too yellowy. I don't know why, but that makes sense in my head, and I really like it. So that's what I'm wearing on my nails tonight. Scott, thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I did mess with the settings tonight. I clearly messed with them in the wrong direction. Which very much sounds like something I would do. Very very much sounds like something I would do. What is, I feel like I saw an egg with what I want, but I can't remember what it was. But I feel like I've seen it recently. One more. Let's look at one more. Let's look at one more. Did I finish my Celtic egg? These ones that are in my shirt right now? No. I wound up with like a 36-hour migraine this weekend, so I was in bed instead of finishing these. I'm kind of cursing myself for making them this detailed, but also I love them. Oh, look, a little critter glitter. Little piece of ruby. Little ruby hair. I'm cursing myself, but I also really love how they're turning out, so I guess it just is what it is. Do you need me? Do you need me? Does anyone need me? No? No one is making eye contact or tie. Do you need me? She went upstairs. I don't know what's happening. It's definitely hollow taco. It's definitely hollow taco. I just am combining things. I'm gonna see them through. I'm gonna finish them. Because I want to see them through. Because now it's turned into a thing. God, these are pretty. How pretty is it? Just blues and white. So freaking pretty. Yeah, I love them too. I made them a little bit too, I don't want to say I made them too detailed, but I also kind of went a little ham on the detail. So it's taking me a hell of a long time to finish them. Which is fine. Except that it's taking me a hella long time to finish them. Am I just going to have to wing it because I can't find what I want? Am I just going to have to wing it? She says as though that's not what she does all the time, but whatever, that's fine. Let's pretend that I don't wing everything all the time. Let's pretend that I methodically plan everything out. Let's just pretend. Let's live in that fantasy for a minute. This page is so freaking pretty, I can't even handle it. Oh my god, look at it. Just look at it. Good god. Okay. I think I know what I want. I don't quite remember what it was, but we're going to kind of wing it. It'll be fine. I'm pretty sure. And if not, if you could all just lie to me and tell me that it looks great, I would very much appreciate it. A svelte llama, a wingless creature. Have a good night, Scott. Have a good night, Rita. I hope you're feeling better. I'm so sorry you got the schmovid. I hope you're feeling better as soon as possible. Svelte llama goddesses. Oh yeah, I think we're going into we have an appointment with the OT next week, and oh my god, that can't come soon enough. Oh, Dara, hello, hi. I am. I'm not sure for how much longer. I might need to leave. I've got a child in a bit of disarray. We'll see. I think I want to do that. Yes. It's going to follow that line there, but make like this makes sense in my head. It's not gonna make sense for a minute, but I promise it will get it will make sense. I think it's gonna prune my rosemary and do a simmer pot, I guess, tomorrow. Do you know what? You can always, anytime's a good time for a simmer. Maybe don't put it on right before you go to bed. Maybe don't put it on right before you go to bed and forget it's on the stove and have it simmering all night. Maybe don't do that, so that it boils the water away over the course of the night to the point where you wake up and you're like, why do I smell burning? And it's the simmer pot you put on and forgot about the night before. Don't do that. Maybe not right before you go to bed. It's a good time to do a simmer pot, maybe. I'm just saying. Self-care should do too. So, oh, you know what? Cereal just hits the spot some days. You know? There is some days where cold milk and Cinnamon Toast Crunch just solves all of my problems. You know, it just some days it really just Honey Nut Cheerios and cold milk just really solve all my problems. Except that I can't have Honey Nut Cheerios anymore. But Chex makes really good gluten-free cereal if anybody should need it for any reason. Okay, that is not straight. I need to fix that now. Dang it. Me? No, never. Not me. Not I, said the cat. Not me. Yeah, something about cereal and cold milk sometimes it must be like part is the flavor, because let's be honest, cereal's usually full of sugar, so it's delicious. It's like eating candy. But more than that, sometimes I just feel like, I don't know, it's just the cold milk. It's a sensory thing, I think. It just makes all my problems just disappear. I know this looks like a bit of a hot mess right now, but I promise it's kind of a little, it's pulling a little argyle, a little plaid. It's a little bit of a hot mess right now, but it's going to be giving in the long run, I think. I hope. If not, lie to me. Just lie to me and tell me it's pretty. Just lie to me and tell me it's pretty. Got to make sure these angles line up is the only thing. It's got to make sure all these angles on this curved surface line up the way I want them to. You know, just that. That's all. I think this would work better if I just don't do any pencil lines ahead of time, because I feel like the pencil lines are throwing me off. I think this is one of those things I'm just going to have to actually wing it. Because I can't get a good feel on where my angles are with the pencil lines in there, so I think I'm just going to have to wing it. All right, wing it is. Here we go. Yeah, like that. I'm getting lost. I'm getting lost. It's okay. I'll find it. I'll find it. Hang on. Why does this look like Burberry to me right now? We call that eyeball drywall in my house. Okay. So where I place other colors is really gonna mess with this, but also not mess with it. I can already tell. I need to. This is a whole situation here that I need to fix. Just a whole situation. This lo-fi music tonight is really quite intense, I must say. This is a lot. How you doing? Are you okay? Okay. Got a thumbs up. I think we just needed to have a bit of a meltdown and eat a bowl of cereal, and now I think we're okay. You know those days where you just have to have a small meltdown and eat a bowl of cereal, and then it's okay? It's not great, but it's okay. It's alright, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. R.I.P. Whitney, we miss you. Jay, hello. How are you doing? Happy Equinox. And this Kiska is fighting me tonight. Hannah, you're not alone. I'm also choosing to trust the process, but I'm also confused. I think this is what I'm going for, this here. But I've gotta... It's a whole thing. I'm just gonna keep going. I feel like eventually it's gonna come together and make sense. And I'll be like, oh, that's what I pictured in my head, even though this isn't at all what I pictured in my head, but I feel like when it's done, I'll like it better than what I kind of had pictured in my head, but couldn't quite make tangible. Or it's gonna look a hot mess, and I'll hate it. But one of those will happen, so, you know. Hamlet speaks in run-on sentences that seem to go on forever down the rabbit hole that is his personal thoughts. Yeah, not wrong. Oh, have a good sleep. Emily, hello. How are you? How are you doing? How's it going? I do a little bit and then I get confused. It's probably not a good thing if the design that I'm doing is confusing to me. Or it's fine. One of the two. I'm sure it'll be fine. And if it's not, I'm fairly sure I can fix it. I need this one. I think I need this guy. I need wax in it though. Let's do some blue. No. And let's do some red. And a little black. Just so that it shows up fairly easy on this egg. I feel like people get really, really into their colored waxes, but I just, like, some people, like, if they're waxing, like, they'll use yellow wax when they wax yellow, and they'll do white wax when they're waxing white, and they do it so that they can kind of keep track of what colors they have where. And, like, I think that's a genius idea, but also, like, I can't, like, how do you see white wax in a white egg? Like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I can't keep track for that long. It's one of those things that seems like a great idea, but also a terrible idea. Like an emu egg raise. Conclusion snippet. Hamlet is talking to himself, sort of like how tweakers in need of a fix do, repeating deranged questions and violently shouting epithets. Oh my god. Well, I feel like this is better than my Hamlet essay. My Hamlet essay was essentially, he's too indecisive. I hate him. That Mac dude at least got stuff done. Hamlet just talks. He's all talk and no action. Is it making sense yet? Is it making sense yet? Is it making sense yet? Mew egg race is a what better? Is a way better. Yeah, it's a great... It's one of those great terrible ideas. It's gonna be one of those things that I start and then halfway through I look at you and I'm like, Sarah! Why? And you're gonna be like, I don't know. And then we'll cry. And then we'll laugh. and then we'll cry some more, and then it'll be May 15th. I get it. I get it. I just am one of those people that did not like Hamlet. It could have been my introduction to it was meh, but I just don't like it. This is my hot take. I feel like Hamlet is a whiny F-boy. That's my hot take. His own grief is palpable. Hamlet is a whiny F-boy. Sarah, that is my hot take. That is my steaming hot take on Hamlet. I feel like there's going to be a delay from the stream and a delay from you as you go and try to compile your thoughts. I will go on record saying Hamlet is a whiny F-boy. I'll go on record saying that. I feel very comfortable going on record saying that. The boy who couldn't decide. I just feel like he just I tried watching the movies. I tried getting into it. I just couldn't get into it. Never been able to get into it. Never been able to get past it. Once you see him as a whiny F-boy, I can't unsee it. It doesn't go anywhere. That feeling, it just doesn't go anywhere. Oh, Shakespeare's grief, not Hammy's. Okay. See, now, maybe I need to give it a third, fourth chance. Maybe I need to give it another chance. And look at it with that thought in my mind. Perhaps that's what I need to do. Are we starting to see the pattern? Is it coming together, or is it still just in shambles? I think I need to fix it up a bit, but I feel like it's there. Call him the original emo sad boy. So, okay. So I'm not completely out to lunch there in that feeling. Sarah, in all of your travels, have you ever come across a little independent film called Naked Frailties, perchance? The sun. Oh, gotcha. How did I not know that? See, I need to go and reread this with that in mind now. That's what I need to do. I need to reread that with that in mind. You've seen it the whole time? I have not, but I see it now. I see it now. I kind of like it. It's kind of different for me. It's kind of really different for me. Now I want to go download the Burberry plaid and see if I can see if I can do something similar. Okay, I definitely need to go through and do some fixing. But that is the general, yeah, see I need to go through and do some fiddle faddle. But that's okay, I will do that. But I kind of I definitely need to go through and fix up some lines, but that's okay. I can do that. You have not heard of this film? Okay. The ways we need and fail one another. Oh, gotcha. Naked Frailties was a movie based on the story of McBee. That it was made at Red Deer, at the time Red Deer College. But it's loosely based on the story of McBee. It's about theater students that are putting on a production of the play, and one of the students in real life passed away during the making of it. So, but it won a bunch of awards. It was a big deal when it came out because nobody expected it to actually do that well, but it ended up winning. Well, I mean, across Canada, it won some awards. But one must always fiddle their foul. But yeah, it's called Naked Frailties. If you ever come across it in your research or your rabbit holing through the internet, I need to fiddle with that a bit more. I'm going to do just a little bit of work on this one before I go. Just a smidge. I just need to do a smidge. But yeah, the girl in the movie that plays like the lead in the movie, she ended up having a bit of a career in film after that. She was on a few episodes of Malcolm in the Middle, and she had like her own sitcom for a hot minute on the WB, I think it only went like one season, but she's in a few movies. Could not tell you what she's up to now, but yeah. Have a good night, Hannah. Have a good sleep. Reasons why. I'm trying to remember that you don't like it when I say the name, so I'm Mr. B. Mr. Mac. Mr. Mac B. I just really love this little design. I feel like it looks like lace. It makes me so happy. I just think it looks so pretty. Isn't that cute? I just love it. I just think it looks so darn cute. The Scott play. That is another good name for it. The Scottish play. That one. But yeah, in like the story of the play, I think there's a death, but there was also, I was in like, I want to say grade 10 when this movie was made. And I'm like, that was a big topic of conversation. Was like, oh, this kid died. Like, this kid actually died. I can't remember. I can't remember how, like, if it was like he was in an accident, or if it actually happened like on set. There was an accident. I feel like there was actually an accident on set, but I could be wrong. But I feel like there was an actual accident on set, if I remember correctly. This was 25 years ago, so haven't had a brain cell in a while. So, could be wrong and probably wrong, but I feel like there was an accident on set. I just remember that was like a big thing in the community when that happened. Actually, the guy that he wrote and directed it. He was like a teacher in the theater program. If he's been in a few movies, because he always does like whenever there's filming in and around Calgary, he's like an extra, and he's been in a bunch of movies. If you've ever seen, oh yeah, there's like a whole thing. But anyways, the guy that wrote and directed it is if you've ever seen the movie Brokeback Mountain, the scene where Heath Ledger, his character is getting married, the minister that's marrying them is this guy that wrote and directed Naked Frailties. He used to come to art history classes for fun. I used to sit next to him. He was quite the dude. Yeah, in the play there, well, because it was a play about theater students putting on the play of Mackie B. And in the play, like there's like a death within the movie about these theater students, but then in real life there was also one. So they were like putting on a production of Mackie B, but they also weren't, because it was a movie about the making of these students putting on. I don't know if I'm making any sense. It's past 11 p.m. I'm probably not. Let's be honest. It's not my strong suit to make sense after, well, any hour of the day, really. But especially not after 10 p.m. Which is when I usually go live, so I don't know who had that idea. Look at how cute. It's so cute. I like it. It's kind of like Oregon. It's one big town pretending to be a much larger entity. Is Canada like Oregon? It's possible. Kind of, maybe a little bit. It's sort of like there's like Canada is all of that, and then there's like Toronto. It's like all the rest of Canada and then Toronto. If that makes sense. And Toronto very much wholeheartedly believes that it is Canada. And the rest of Canada is like, nah. No, you're not. And Toronto's like, I am Canada. And the rest of Canada is like, no. And it's a thing. And we're salty about it. And it's a thing. Which is why, if you ever meet a Canadian and you're like, oh, you're from Canada, so you're from Toronto, they get a little bit salty. You've this same lace design in your tattoo. Are you kidding? Get out of town. I low-key love that. Okay, I am yawning up a storm here. I think I need to go to bed. Friends, I am afraid. I think I need to go to bed. I need to go check on a child and go to bed. I am going to be on the Twitchy Witches tomorrow night. I am hoping that the cards are a little bit nicer because last Tuesday was a little too intense for my liking. It was a little bit much. Not gonna lie, it was a little bit much for a Tuesday. Would very much like to not do that again. So, yeah. I'll be on Twitch, the Twitchy Witches. Without the dots? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, gosh. See, I can't stop yawning. I will be on the Twitchy Witches tomorrow night. Hopefully I will have this lag thing figured out. I think it's just maybe YouTube. I'll try to fiddle-faddle with the settings and get it back to how it was before. I thought I helped it. I think I made it worse, which is really just indicative of my whole goddamn life at this point, but what are you gonna do? But thank you for coming and joining me, and yeah, I will be on the Twitchy Witches tomorrow night. Everybody make sure you hydrate, wash your face, take your meds, brush your teeth, do all the things. And yeah, let's not get emotionally damaged by the tarot cards tomorrow because last week was a lot. That was a lot for a Tuesday. Hopefully not going to repeat that. Have a lovely rest of your evening or day, depending where you're watching from. And yeah. Bye. Have a good sleep.